Howdy y'all, it's Kathy from Rust Paper Scissors, and I wanted to do a flip through today of these 3 farmhouse journals that I made. I mentioned in my last video that we were scheduled to do a local craft show and it got canceled because of the weather, and so I had made these quick little journals to sell for the craft show, and you always kind of play to your audience. So I thought, the farmhouse style might appeal to people here in Texas. So that's what I made, and I'm going to go through them. I wanted to mention on each of the journals I did add some tags, and I'll go through those tags. But what I did was I was thinking about Texas, and we have some kind of colorful language that we use, and there's a lot of Texas colloquialisms, or as I say, Texas speak, and I feel like each family kind of has their own. And my family, my mom was raised on a farm, so our kind of family speak was more related to like farm things. So my mom always told us that she loved us a bushel at a peck and a hug around the neck. Another thing she would say is if you happened to be late for supper and they had already started, she was more than likely going to say, well, we waited on you like one pig waits on another. And another thing she said was root hog or die, and by that she meant just fend for yourself. And then the last one that I really liked was, well, that's as useless as tits on a bull. So those were, some of the family things that we said. But on the journals, I added just some generic kind of Texas sayings. And one of them was howdy, and the other one was fixin' to, because we're always fixing to go to the store and fixing to get mad. Fixin' to is just big. The next one was used to could. Now, if you're in Texas long enough, you might have somebody ask you if you could ride a horse. And the correct answer, or the redneck answer to that question, would be, well, I used to could. And then the next one is you ought to. And what it is, if you're hanging out with your friends, somebody might ask if you ate yet. You ought to. So that's another Texas slang. And then again, if you're in Texas long enough, you might hear somebody ask for some sugar. Now what they're asking for is a kiss. Normally it's your mom, your grandmother, an aunt, and how they're going to say it is they're going to say, give me some sugar. And that's what they mean. So I just included those. Also wanted to say about the tags, if you didn't like these tags or what's written on them, I made it with a little label maker, so you can pull that word off there. You could pry it up, and then you could use the tag in another way. So that's that. So now we'll get to the quick flip throughs. They're all basically the same, so I'm going to go pretty fast through the journals. Again, my style is very blank, plain journals that you embellish and make your own. I do have a lot of tags and some things that we'll go through, but they're basically little blank journals for you to make your own. Like I said, one is called Red Truck, one is called Farm Fresh, and the other one's called Red Barn. So let's go through the Red Truck one first. And let me see if I can pull in a little, maybe you can see a little better. Okay, there we go. So it's approximately 5.5 by 7. It has one signature on the back. These little images that I have on there, those are from the Dollar Tree, and they sell them in little packs, and I think they're so cute. I've used them on at Halloween. I used them on my Halloween journals. I really like them, so I included them on this journal, and then I made a bookmark, and I just used again one of those tags as a bookmark. So I just wanted to show that. And then it's closed with some sari silk, and then I like to use the, I call them D-ring fasteners. They're these little fasteners that you can, normally you hang pictures with them, but I rust them and I sell them like, as, a type of fastener. And so that's that. So let's go inside. And then I added a library card, and then again I put an image of a red truck to go with the cover. And then this is just a collage that I made from a digital. And then I added some vintage lace. And then this is just, again, another digital that has a little tag in there. And then the pages are tea stained. And a lot of them are blank. I did add these, they're sticky backed velvet whale tails. I sell them in my Etsy shop, but I thought it would be fun. On all the journaling pages, I added a little tab, so a quick way for you to find, the journaling page. So then this is just, I believe this was a typewriter book. Yes, a typewriting book. And then I just added 2 tags. I came up with the idea that a lot of times when I sell a journal, I like to add the pages from, extra pages from the books that I use. Well, I thought, well, why not just go on and make them into a tag, and then that would be something they could use. So I call them kind of little specialty tags, but they're what I call the specialty papers. These papers, you could write on them, you could put a picture, you might have to put a little gesso on there to tone down, but on the tag, you could definitely use the tag as a journaling spot. So I did that. And then this is just some vintage ledger paper that you can a little pull out. Then this is a tag with, again, the vintage ledger paper as a tag. And then this was just a digital. I love these prints, and I thought the blue went so well with these. This is just blueprint graphed paper, and I really liked it. I wanted to, but I didn't have time and didn't do it in this journal, was to like white emboss on this. I think that would look really pretty and stand out very nicely. So this is just, again, a specialty tag. These small tags are actually vintage tags. This was just, again, a digital. And then this is some tea-stained ledger paper. And it's a pull-out. And then this was just a tag. And then on the edge, I added some washi tape that is a measuring tape. And then this is just a tag. And again, like I said, there's a lot of blank pages. This is a tag, and again, it's the specialty paper. And then this was a digital. It's held on there with a alligator clip. I rest and sell those in my shop. And then this is just 2 little tags that I placed on there. And then I like to add a little bling, so I added a rhinestone on that one. And you can see it when the book is closed. You can see the little rhinestone. Okay, then this is just some, it was shorthand paper that, a book that my mom had, so it's probably from the 1940s. This is, again, a tag I made from that same paper. This is a dictionary page. On the edge, again, I like to add some lace to strengthen the edge. This is just a tag that I made from the paper. It's held on with a baby owl clip, and I really like those. I sell those in my shop. They're a little expensive, but I haven't found a avenue to buy them where they're not so expensive, so I have to charge a little bit more. But I really like them. I think it's a fun, and this is what it looks like on the back. Element. Then this is, again, just some more, I believe this is math paper. I added a little tag for you to journal on. And then this is graphed paper, and I added these little digital tags, farm fresh, eggs, and then pork meat. And then this is a vintage map of Texas, and you can open it up. I have a tag here that just is part of the map. You could, mark, like your home, or pretend like it was a place that you had or something you used. So I thought you could, use that. Oh, this is the center of the book. It is you could take these pages out if you didn't like one of the pages, or if you made a mistake, or if you needed to change something. These pages are removable. You could add more pages. So that's that's kind of I think a selling point. This is again just some writing paper. These were 2 little digital tags, 2 little cows. And then the more of the graphed paper. This is the math paper. This is the dictionary page. This is the shorthand page, the math page, writing paper. This is again that ledger page. This is a little digital tag with just 2 little digital tags. And on this one I added a little, I love this paper wire ribbon, so I added that around the tag. And then like I said, we'll go through these pretty fast. This was just several little digital tags that I cut out, I made. I printed them on, these were printed on tracing paper, and then I just added them to a tag. And then I just started selling, these are called treasury tags. It's just a way to bind pages together. They're kind of big, even though this was a small one. I have a larger one, but what I did was I punched a hole and I added the tag into the corrugated cardboard, and then it kind of holds it in place with these grooves. And then I added the other end up through here and attached the tags. You can take these tags off and use them in a variety of ways, throughout the book. But I just, to put them together and put them in a journal, I just did it that way and thought that was an interesting way to make those tags. And so then this is just the rest of our page. And this is just a blank page. I believe that's watercolor paper. Then on the back of the signature this is one of my signature items, is the metal prong fasteners, and it's just some extra paper that you could journal on. It's available, you're able to change the paper out, add more paper, just change it so you can make it your own. And then the back again was the vintage lace, and then I added just another little booklet with the metal prong fastener. And then this was a digital that I made from, keep moving my camera, I'm sorry. I was in a antique store in Bryan, Texas, where our College Station actually, where my son goes to school at A&M, and they had these old egg cartons. So I got a couple, and I wanted to include them in the journal, but they're pretty big. So what I did was I just made a digital print of this would be an egg carton, and I just made it a place where you could journal. So I wanted to include that in the journal. And then this again is the little bookmark, and I just put it here at the back, but I thought that was cute. So that is the red truck. And then now we'll go through the rest of these pretty quick. These journals are the same size, the 5x7. These were made with a file folder, and then I covered it with a red ticking. Again, it has the tags. It has the D-ring fastener. Let me see if I can get this open quickly. And the back, this one has the little barn on the back, and it says Farm Fresh. That's how it's listed in my shop. And then this is a little crocheted flower that I made. It's a library card insert, just a little collage that I did on the journal signature is a file folder. And then again, I added the vintage lace. This is the extra pages for you to journal on. And then, like I say, blank pages. This is some specialty paper. Again, a specialty tag on this one. I craft with a group of ladies, and I was able to I used one of their sewing machines, so that was very nice. And in fact, I sewed around the edge of the journal, but please don't look closely at my sewing is not very good. So that was my first time to sew. And then this again, this is two little digital tags. The alligator clip rusted. Again, I put the sticky back to velvet tabs. This is just some tags. Again, the specialty paper. I believe this is the watercolor paper. This is a dictionary page that pulls out in the tuck spot. This is just tea stained paper. This is the ledger paper with a tag, the ledger paper. And then this is just a graphed paper with a little graphed tag. I like to put on the tags. I sell these little fender washers. I sell them in two sizes, 3/4 and 5/8. This is a 3/4 size. Again, the back is a vintage tag. This is again specialty paper. It's math paper with a tag. Then this is the map of Texas that opens up. And this is showing, I believe this is Seminole, Texas. And then this is just a tag that I made from the map paper. Again, the signature, you could add more pages. Then the back is, again, just specialty pages. This was a little, I call them hidden paper clips, but they're really just a alligator clip that I added some corrugated cardboard and then a digital on each side, and it's a little tuck spot. So I did that. Then this is some dictionary page, again, specialty tag. Then we've got our shorthand, our math paper, our writing paper, our blueprint paper, the vintage ledger paper, typing paper, and we're getting to the end here. And then this is just, I added a little tuck spot with the corrugated cardboard. This is some tags that I added, some chicken, some farm fresh poultry, and then the egg carton digital that I made. And then the back this is the bookmark for this journal. And then again, this is the treasury tag holder that holds all these tags that you could add to the journal. So that's that one. Okay, and then the last one is Red Barn, and it's basically the same, so I'll try and go pretty quick so I don't waste your time or bore you. But let's see if I can get it open. So, okay. Again, it has the tags, it has the D-ring fastener. This one again has a flower that I crocheted, a little library card. This is just a collage that I made. Again, it has the vintage lace, the extra writing paper, and then our tea stained paper, a writing paper. I'll try and go fast. A little digital tag, a little vintage ledger paper tag. This is the blueprint paper with a tag, and the alligator clip, and the fender washer. And then this is math paper, shorthand paper, dictionary page that comes out, just typing paper, vintage ledger, has a little tag on it, some of the graphed paper, again specialty paper, the math paper. This is the middle of the journal. It's again the map of Texas. This one, I'm not sure where this is. It doesn't say, but it's somewhere here in Texas. Then this is just, again, the rest of these pages too. There's another little tag I'll pull out. The dictionary page with a tag is a tag that I made. Again, pages, the graphed paper with a digital print. Another tag that I made and just tucked in there. And then this is the back. And on this one, there's a learning curve with the journals, and I needed to add a tuck spot. This was made with a file folder, and on the inside of the file folder is the label, and I didn't want that to show, so I wanted to cover it up. So I decided if I covered it up with some corrugated cardboard, that would be a great tuck spot. Well, I figured out if you take the corrugated cardboard and you bend it back, you can make it so it's more of a tuck spot. I think I'll do a little quick video on that. It's real easy, but it just gives you a little bit more room. It gives you a little bit more wiggle room if you fold the sides in rather than just gluing it flat if you fold the sides in. And so that's that. And then it's, again, the tag, the egg tag and the egg carton. And then the back here. And then this is the bookmark for this journal. And then again, this is the little treasury tags with all the different tags on there. So that is my flip throughs of the journals. I would love it if you like the video, and I'll just zoom out. I would appreciate if you hit the like button. I appreciate it if you'd leave me a comment. If your family has a family colloquialism or a family speak, some phrase that they use, I'd love to hear about that. Or you could tell me which one of my families that you liked, if you liked any of them. And I just wanted to, again, thank you for your time. These will be for sale in my Etsy shop, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.